Let's talk about Rachel Zoe and Rodger Berman, a couple who seemed unbreakable in the fashion world. Their partnership was legendary, not just for their glamorous appearances, but for the way they supported each other through every twist and turn of life in the spotlight. They were the kind of couple people looked up to, a symbol of enduring love and shared ambition. For over 3 decades, they were partners in business and life, raising 2 sons and building an empire together. Their home was filled with laughter, creativity, and the hustle of balancing family with the demands of a high-profile career. They didn't just share a marriage, they shared dreams, goals, and the daily challenges of making it all work. Their journey, from college sweethearts in 1991 to industry icons, felt like a real-life movie. They met as students, full of hope and ambition, and together navigated the unpredictable world of fashion and entertainment. Over the years, their love story became woven into the fabric of Hollywood itself, inspiring countless fans. They graced magazine covers, walked red carpets, and built a brand that was as much about their relationship as it was about style. Their chemistry was undeniable, and their ability to weather storms together made them seem invincible. But in September 2024, after 33 years, they announced their separation, shocking everyone who followed their story. The news spread quickly, leaving fans and friends alike searching for answers, wondering how such a seemingly perfect partnership could come to an end. The news felt like the end of an era, a reminder that even the strongest partnerships can face insurmountable challenges. It was a moment that made people reflect on the reality behind the glamour, the private struggles that no one sees, the quiet moments of doubt and change. The official reason? Irreconcilable differences. Sometimes, despite years of shared history, people simply grow apart. The paperwork may be simple, but the emotions behind it are anything but. Rachel later shared they'd simply grown into different people. Life had taken them in new directions, and while the love and respect remained, the connection that once defined them had quietly shifted. It's a truth many couples face, but few talk about openly. Sometimes, love stories don't get a fairy tale ending, just a quiet, honest conclusion. There's no dramatic fallout, just the gentle realization that it's time to let go and move forward separately. You can build a world with someone and still find yourselves on opposite sides, unable to bridge the gap. The distance can grow slowly, almost imperceptibly, until one day it's impossible to ignore. Their story is a lesson. The bravest thing can be admitting it's time for a new chapter, even if it means starting over alone. It takes courage to walk away from comfort and familiarity, to choose growth over staying the same. It's a bittersweet reminder that even epic romances can come to a close. The memories remain, but the future calls for something different, something unknown. And sometimes, that's the most human ending of all. In the end, it's about honoring the journey, cherishing what was, and bravely stepping into whatever comes next. When a 33-year relationship comes to an end, the aftermath can be overwhelming, filled with a whirlwind of emotions, confusion, and uncertainty about the future. The life you've built together, decades of memories, routines, and shared dreams, suddenly unravels, leaving both partners to pick up the pieces and figure out what comes next. For Rachel and Rodger, this transition was anything but smooth. Their split wasn't just a private heartbreak. It played out under the relentless gaze of the public and the media, making every step forward and every misstep a headline. Just months after their separation became public knowledge, Rodger was spotted out and about with stylist Bree Jacoby. Their chemistry was undeniable, and soon their relationship was no longer a secret. Within a year, they made things Instagram official, confirming what many had already suspected. For Rachel, seeing her ex-husband move on so quickly, especially with someone new in the spotlight, was a fresh wound. The speed at which Rodger embraced his new romance and the public nature of it all made the healing process even more difficult for her. On The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Rachel opened up about the impact on her family. She revealed that her sons had actually known about Bree for nearly 10 months before the news broke, highlighting just how quickly their family dynamic had shifted. For Rachel, this was a sign of how rapidly everything was changing around her. When asked about the timeline, Rachel's response was simple but telling. "I'll let you do the math." Sometimes the things left unsaid speak louder than words. Her silence was a powerful statement about her feelings and the complexity of the situation. As Rachel focused on helping her children adjust to their new reality, Rodger was already building a new chapter for himself. He was moving forward, settling into a new home, and starting over with someone new by his side. The abrupt transition from a decades-long marriage to a brand new romance brought a complicated mix of emotions: grief, jealousy, and the challenge of redefining oneself after so many years as part of a couple. And when your heartbreak is on display for the world to see, every emotion is magnified. It's a tough pill to swallow, especially when the cameras never stop rolling and the world is watching your every move. For Skyler and Kaius, Rachel and Rodger's sons, the split was hard enough, but learning about their dad's new girlfriend so soon made it even tougher. At 14 and 11, they were still reeling from the separation when a new person entered their family dynamic. Rachel has been open about how quickly the boys had to adjust, facing confusion and loyalty conflicts while the world watched. The timing disrupted their healing, making it harder for them to feel secure. For these boys, the challenge wasn't just private, it was painfully public. Rachel's world revolves around her sons, Skyler and Kaius. As a mother, she's always been fiercely protective, determined to shield them from life's harshest realities. Now, as their family faces a new chapter, Rachel's maternal instincts are stronger than ever. She's not just their mom, she's their safe place, their constant in a time of uncertainty. She describes their relationship with Rodger as tricky, not out of anger or resentment, but with a deep sense of empathy. Her boys are struggling to make sense of their dad's new choices, and Rachel feels every bit of their confusion. She listens to their worries, offering comfort and understanding, even when she doesn't have all the answers. Skyler and Kaius wonder why their father spends so much time with his new girlfriend instead of being with them. They ask questions that tug at Rachel's heart, searching for reassurance about their place in his life. It's a painful adjustment, and Rachel sees the impact it has on their sense of security. Despite her heartbreak, Rachel is unwavering in her commitment to co-parenting. She knows that for her son's sake, she and Rodger must find a way to work together, even in business. It's not always easy, but she puts her children's needs above her own feelings, determined to give them a sense of stability. Rachel's guiding mantra is simple: if my kids are great, all is fine. This belief keeps her grounded, reminding her that their happiness and well-being are what matter most. She draws strength from their smiles, their laughter, and their resilience. Even as she navigates her own pain, Rachel puts her sons first. She creates a home filled with love and reassurance, doing everything she can to make Skyler and Kaius feel safe and supported. Her love is the foundation on which they can rebuild. Rachel is their emotional anchor, always ready to answer tough questions and reassure them that they are her top priority. She listens without judgment, validating their feelings and helping them process this new reality. The weight she carries is heavy, but Rachel shoulders it with remarkable grace. She knows her sons are watching, learning from her strength and resilience. In every moment, she models courage and compassion. Her unwavering strength is a powerful reminder that even in times of upheaval, a mother's love can hold a family together. Rachel's devotion is the glue that keeps her sons grounded, even as their world shifts around them. For Rachel, nothing matters more than her boys' well-being. Their happiness is her greatest achievement, and she'll do whatever it takes to help them thrive, no matter how tricky the road ahead may be. Looking back, Rachel is candid about what strained her marriage most. Working together, blending business and personal life blurred boundaries, turning their partnership into a source of constant tension. The stress of running a brand seeped into their home, eroding the connection they once had. Over time, Rodger became unrecognizable to her, not out of malice, but from the relentless pressure. Their shared dream ended up driving them apart. Rachel's honesty is a cautionary tale. Mixing business and marriage can be more complicated than it seems. Sometimes keeping roles separate is the only way to keep love intact. Even the strongest couples can lose themselves in the chaos of ambition. Rachel once saw her love story as a real-life notebook, but even epic romances can fade. She and Rodger grew up together, but over time, their paths diverged. Having children 18 years in, changed everything, revealing just how different they'd become. Sometimes you simply outgrow each other. No villain, no drama, just the slow drift of time and change. The person perfect for one chapter may not fit the next. It's a quiet heartbreak, realizing the connection is gone not from lack of love but from growth. Rachel's story is a reminder. Even the most beautiful love can come to a natural, bittersweet end. And that's okay. After the split, Rachel faced a brutal summer. Her world turned upside down. But through the pain, she found peace in solitude, saying, "I come home to an empty house smiling. It's very peaceful." Her home, once filled with tension, became a sanctuary. Rachel is rediscovering herself, no longer defined by her marriage. She's not rushing friendship with Rodger. Healing takes time. For now, she's embracing her own happiness and the quiet joy of a space that's truly hers. Her journey from heartbreak to peace is a beacon for anyone starting over. Sometimes the best victory is finding comfort in your own company. Rachel's new beginning is about self-love and resilience, and that's a story worth celebrating. Through every twist, Rachel's devotion to Skyler and Kaius has never wavered. She's their anchor, guiding them through change with fierce love and support. Co-parenting with Rodger isn't easy, but she does it for her boys' well-being. Her guiding principle: if my kids are great, all is fine. Rachel listens, reassures, and creates a safe space for her sons to process their feelings. She's not just their mom, she's their confidant and advocate. Her resilience teaches them that love remains, even as families change shape. While the world focuses on the drama, Rachel's focus is her sons. Her unwavering love is the foundation of their new life. That's the legacy she's building, one of strength, grace, and endless devotion. So, what's next for Rachel Zoe? She's not slowing down. Joining the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, encouraged by her sons, marks a bold new chapter. She's also been spotted with musician Michael Pazzi, maybe a sign of new beginnings. After heartbreak, Rachel is choosing hope, growth, and a little fun. Her journey is about resilience, grieving one chapter while writing another. She's building a future on hope for peace, her children's happiness, and maybe new love. Rachel's story isn't about drama, it's about strength, reinvention, and the power of a mother's love. We're all rooting for her as she steps forward, one stylish stride at a time.